Chapter 9 Perfect Tenses. Page number 41. Have form verbs as helping verbs. Present perfect tense. For I, you, we, they, we use have plus past participle of the action verb. For he, she, it, we use has plus past participle of the action verb. Past perfect tense. For all nouns, we use had plus past participle of the action verb. Future perfect tense. For all nouns, we use will have plus past participle of the action verb. Here some action verbs are given. Let us see how present tense, past participles are formed in that. First one, write, wrote, written. Have written, has written, had written, will have written. Second one, drink, drank, drunk. Have drunk, has drunk, had drunk, will have drunk. Third one, work, worked, worked. Have worked, has worked, had worked, will have worked. Fourth one, play, played, played. Have played, has played, had played, will have played. Fifth one, draw, drew, drawn. Have drawn, has drawn, had drawn, will have drawn. Sixth one, eat, ate, eaten. Have eaten, has eaten, had eaten, will have eaten. Seventh one, bark, barked, barked. Have barked, has barked, had barked, will have barked. Eighth one, dance, danced, danced. Have danced, has danced, had danced, will have danced. Present perfect tense, page number 42. An action which began in the past and is either continuing at the moment of speaking or have just finished. I have taught English for 40 years. That means what? I am still teaching. She has just come from the school. That means just arrived. First one, have plus past participle of the action verb. First one, have plus written. Action verb is write. Write, wrote, written. I have written a letter to my mother. Haven't I? Question tag. I haven't written a letter to my mother. Have I? Now questions. Who has written a letter? Here has we have used has because it is singular subject. I have written a letter. What have you written? I have written a letter. Who have you written a letter to? Or whom have you written a letter to? I have written a letter to my mother. Whose mother have you written a letter to? I have written a letter to my mother. Have you written a letter to your mother? Haven't you written a letter to your mother? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Long answer. Yes, I have written a letter to my mother. No, I haven't written a letter to my mother. Second one, have plus drunk. Action verb is drink, drink, drank, drunk. We have drunk tea at 4 p.m. Haven't we? We haven't drunk tea at 4 p.m. Have we? Questions. Who have drunk tea? We have drunk tea. What have you drunk? We have drunk tea. When have you drunk tea? We have drunk tea at 4 p.m. Have you drunk tea at 4 p.m.? Haven't you drunk tea at 4 p.m.? Yes, we have. No, we haven't. Long answer. Yes, we have drunk tea at 4 p.m. No, we haven't drunk tea at 4 p.m. Third one, Have plus worked. Action verb work. Work, worked, worked. You have worked very hard to get first rank, haven't you? You haven't worked very hard to get first rank, have you? Who has worked very hard? Here also subject is singular. You have worked very hard. How have I worked? You have worked very hard. Why have I worked very hard? You have worked very hard to get first rank. Have I worked very hard to get first rank? Haven't I worked very hard to get first rank? Yes, you have. No, you haven't. Long answer. Yes, you have worked very hard to get first rank. No, you haven't worked very hard to get first rank. Fourth one. Have plus played. Here action verb is play, play, played, played. You have played cricket well in the match, haven't you? You haven't played cricket well in the match, have you? Questions. Who have played cricket? Here plural subject, no? So, who have played cricket? You have played cricket. What have you played? What have we played? What have we played? You have played cricket. How have we played cricket? You have played cricket well. Where have we played cricket well? You have played cricket well in the match. Have we played cricket well in the match? Yes, you have. Haven't we played cricket well in the match? Yes, you have. Or no, you haven't. Long answer. Yes, you have played well in the match. No, you haven't played well in the match. Page number 43, number 5. Has plus drawn. Action verb draw. Draw, drew, drawn. He has drawn a picture on the board, hasn't he? He hasn't drawn a picture on the board, has he? Question. Who has drawn a picture? He has drawn a picture. What has he drawn? He has drawn a picture. Where has he drawn a picture? He has drawn a picture on the board. Has he drawn a picture on the board? Hasn't he drawn a picture on the board? Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. Yes, he has drawn a picture on the board. No, he hasn't drawn a picture on the board. Sixth one. Has plus eaten. Action verb eat, eat, ate, eaten. She has eaten lunch at home, hasn't she? She hasn't eaten lunch at home, has she? Questions. Who has eaten lunch? She has eaten lunch. What has she eaten? She has eaten lunch. Where has she eaten lunch? She has eaten lunch at home. Has she eaten lunch at home? Hasn't she eaten lunch at home? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Long answer. Yes, she has eaten lunch at home. No, she hasn't eaten lunch at home. Seventh one. Has plus barked. Action verb bark. Bark, barked, barked. It has barked at a stranger loudly, hasn't it? It hasn't barked at a stranger loudly, has it? Questions. What has barked or who has barked? It has barked. Who has it barked at or whom has it barked at? It has barked at a stranger. How has it barked at a stranger? It has barked at a stranger loudly. Has it barked at a stranger loudly? Hasn't it barked at a stranger loudly? Yes, it has. No, it hasn't. Yes, it has barked at a stranger loudly. No, it hasn't barked at a stranger loudly. Page number 44. Eighth one. Have plus danced. Action verb dance, danced, danced, danced. They have danced well on the stage, haven't they? They haven't danced well on the stage, have they? Questions. Who have danced? They have danced. How have they danced? They have danced well. Where have they danced? They have danced well on the stage. Have they danced well on the stage? Haven't they danced well on the stage? Yes, they have. No, they haven't. Long answer. Yes, they have danced well on the stage. No, they haven't danced well on the stage. So we have completed present perfect tense. And here one small passage is given, very interesting. And try to read fast. Whose job is it? This is a story about 4 people named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. Here, some could, would, all these things are used. Just read it many times and then you will know the difference. Okay? Past perfect tense, page 45. If 2 actions happened in the past, past perfect is used for the action that happened first and simple past tense for the other action. Denotes an action done long back. For example, he went to bed after he had eaten dinner. Went, past tense. Had eaten dinner, that is past perfect tense. That is done first and later past tense. The train had left, past perfect tense, before I reached the station. So, had left is past perfect tense, reached past tense. So, the action train had left already, that is first action. Second action is I reached the station. My mother had cooked the food before the guests arrived. So, had cooked, past perfect. So, it is first action and arrived, that is past tense, second action. Now, the first one, had plus written. Action verb write, write, wrote, written. I had written a letter to my mother, hadn't I? I hadn't written a letter to my mother, had I? Question text. Now, questions. Who had written a letter? I had written a letter. What had you written? I had written a letter. Whom had you written a letter to? Or whom had you written a letter to? Or who had you written a letter to? I had written a letter to my mother. Whose mother had you written a letter to? I had written a letter to my mother. Had you written a letter to your mother? Hadn't you written a letter to your mother? Yes, I had. No, I hadn't. Second one, had plus drunk. Action verb drink. Drink, drank, drunk. Okay. We had drunk tea at 4 p.m., hadn't we? We hadn't drunk tea at 4 p.m., had we? Questions. Who had drunk tea? We had drunk tea. What had you drunk? We had drunk tea. When had you drunk tea? We had drunk tea at 4 p.m. Had you drunk tea at 4 p.m.? Hadn't you drunk tea at 4 p.m.? Yes, we had. No, we hadn't. Long answer. Yes, we had drunk tea at 4 p.m. No, we hadn't drunk tea at 4 p.m. Page number 46. Third one, had plus worked. Action verb work. Work, worked, worked. You had worked very hard to get first rank, hadn't you? You hadn't worked very hard to get first rank, had you? Questions. Who had worked very hard? You had worked very hard. How had I worked? You had worked very hard. Why had I worked very hard? You had worked very hard to get first rank. Had I worked very hard to get first rank? Hadn't I worked very hard to get first rank? Yes, you had. No, you hadn't. Long answer. Yes, you had worked very hard to get first rank. No, you hadn't worked very hard to get first rank. Fourth one, had plus played. Action verb is play, play, played, played. You have played cricket very well, hadn't you? You hadn't played cricket very well, had you? Questions. Who had played cricket? You had played cricket. What had we played? You had played cricket. How had we played cricket? You had played cricket very well. Had we played cricket very well? Hadn't we played cricket very well? Yes, you had. No, you hadn't. Long answer. Yes, you had played cricket very well. No, you hadn't played cricket very well. Fifth one, had plus drawn. Draw, drew, drawn. He had drawn a picture on the board, hadn't he? He hadn't drawn a picture on the board, had he? Questions. Who had drawn a picture? He had drawn a picture. What had he drawn? He had drawn a picture. Where had he drawn a picture? He had drawn a picture on the board. Had he drawn a picture on the board? Hadn't he drawn a picture on the board? Yes, he had. No, he hadn't. Long answer. Yes, he had drawn a picture on the board. No, he hadn't drawn a picture on the board. Sixth one, page number 47. Had plus eaten. Action verb eat, eat, ate, eaten. She had eaten lunch at home, hadn't she? She hadn't eaten lunch at home, had she? Questions. Who had eaten lunch? She had eaten lunch. What had she eaten? She had eaten lunch. Where had she eaten? She had eaten lunch at home. Had she eaten lunch at home? Hadn't she eaten lunch at home? Yes, she had. No, she hadn't. Long answer. Yes, she had eaten lunch at home. No, she hadn't eaten lunch at home. Seventh one, had plus barked. Action verb bark, bark, barked, barked. It had barked at a stranger loudly, hadn't it? It hadn't barked at a stranger loudly, had it? Question. What had barked? It had barked. Whom had it barked at? At is left. Whom had it barked at? Please write down at there. At is missing there. Put at. Who had it barked at? Whom had it barked at? It had barked at a stranger. How had it barked at a stranger? It had barked at a stranger loudly. Had it barked at a stranger loudly? Hadn't it barked at a stranger loudly? Yes, it had. No, it hadn't. Long answer. Yes, it had barked at a stranger loudly. No, it hadn't barked at a stranger loudly. Eighth one. Had plus danced. Action verb dance. Danced, danced, danced. They had danced well on the stage, hadn't they? They hadn't danced well on the stage, had they? Questions. Who had danced? They had danced. How had they danced? They had danced well. Where had they danced well? They had danced well on the stage. Had they danced well on the stage? Yes, they had. Hadn't they danced well on the stage? Yes, they had. No, they hadn't. Long answer. Yes, they had danced well on the stage. No, they hadn't danced well on the stage. Now we have completed past perfect tense. Now, small quotation. Ask yourself after every setback, what did I learn from this experience? A beautiful quotation. Future perfect tense, page number 48. Future perfect tense expresses an action that will have been completed at or before a time in the future. Example, By next January, you will have learned how to speak correct English. The train will have arrived by the time we reach the station. Mother will have cooked our favorite meal by the time we finish our homework. Note here, we hardly use future perfect tense and future perfect continuous tense in spoken English. So, I am not doing that in detail. Present perfect continuous tense. An action which began in the past and is either continuing at the moment of speaking or has just finished. Example, I have been reading for 2 hours. That means I am still reading. We have been learning English for 3 months. That means what? You are still learning. I am tired now because I have been running. Why is the grass wet? Because it has been raining. You don't understand now because you haven't been listening. So here also I am not going to do it in detail because we hardly use it. Past perfect continuous tense describes duration of an action, activity that began before a certain time or event in the past. Example, when I met him, he had been typing the letters. Means typing had taken some time and the job was not finished yet. When I met him, he said that he had been trying to contact me. That means he had tried several times. Now, future perfect continuous tense shows that something will continue up until a particular time or event in the future. Future action will end up in future that will continue in future. Again, I'll read. Future perfect continuous tense shows that something will continue up until a particular time or event in the future. Future action will end up in future that will continue in future. Example, you will have been working for 8 hours. That means you agreed to work. So all this we don't use it while speaking. So I didn't elaborate it. Now a small quotation. Learn from your failure and keep going. That's also a beautiful quotation. There are 12 tenses altogether. We have learnt all the 12 tenses. Now, one example, we'll learn how all 12 tenses are formed in that. Now, statements. We'll take fly, action verb, fly. We fly kites. Fly, it is simple present tense verb. We flew kites. It is simple past tense verb. We will fly kites. Simple will fly. Simple future tense verb. We are flying kites. Are flying. Present continuous tense verb. We were flying kites. Were flying. Past continuous tense verb. We will be flying kites. Future continuous tense verb. Will be flying. Future continuous tense verb. We have flown kites. Have flown. Present perfect tense verb. We had flown kites. Had flown. Past perfect tense verb. We will have flown kites. Will have flown. Future perfect tense verb. We have been flying kites. Present perfect continuous tense verb. Have been flying. We had been flying kites. Had been flying. Past perfect continuous tense verb. We will have been flying kites. Will have been flying. Future perfect continuous tense verb. Now, we'll ask questions, but the answers will be the same. Kites. Common answer, kites. What do you fly? Simple present tense. What did you fly? Simple past tense. What will you fly? Simple future tense. What are you flying? Present continuous tense. What were you flying? Past continuous tense. What will you be flying? Future continuous tense. What have you flown? Present perfect tense. What had you flown? Past perfect tense. What will have you flown? Future perfect tense. What have you been flying? Present perfect continuous tense. What had you been flying? Past perfect continuous tense. What will have you been flying? Future perfect continuous tense. In the same way, you can also take one word, one sentence, any verb with one sentence, statements, and try to convert that into other tenses and then ask questions. That also can be written in a paper and send it to me through post. Please write down, if you are interested, write down whatever you try. Please write it down and send it to me through post. I will correct them and send them back to you. Those who are interested, please do it. Only if you work hard, only if you do it, then only you will learn how to speak in English. Why I have given so simple ones means that you have to say it, repeat it again and again. You should know how to ask questions. You should know how question tags are used, how questions are asked. So, repeat it again and again and again till you get fluency in your tongue. Please do it sincerely. Definitely, you will learn it. Now we will do some exercises connected to perfect tenses. Page number 67, VV. Put the verb in the present perfect or simple past. First one, have you ever been to Ooty? Yes, we went there on holiday 2 years ago. Did you have a good time? Yes, it was great. Second one, where is Anand? Have you seen him? Yes, he went out a few minutes ago. And Varada? I don't know. I did not see her. Third one, Reshma works in a factory. She has worked there for 6 months. Before that, she was a waitress in a restaurant. She worked there for 2 years, but she did not enjoy it very much. Fourth one, do you know Mohan's sister? I have seen her a few times, but I have never spoken to her. Have you ever spoken to her? Yes, I met her at a party last week. She is very nice. Page 67, WW. Fill in future tense and present perfect tense. First one, I will tell you if you have made a mistake. Second one, she said, I will go for a walk when I have finished my homework. Third one, he will buy a house as soon as he has saved enough money. Fourth one, the little boy will not stop playing with his toy car until he has broken it. Fifth one, he will buy a new car as soon as he has sold his old one. Sixth one, the maid said, I will make the bed as soon as I have swept the kitchen. Seventh one, the mother told the little girl, I will not give you any sweet until you have drunk all the milk. Page number 68, YY. Fill in present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. First one, he has been working all the morning, but I think he has finished now. Second one, I have been trying to swim for years, but I have not succeeded. Third one, I have been waiting for half an hour and I have not seen a bus yet. Fourth one, he has been writing for 3 hours and he has written 5 pages. Sixth one, she has been working too hard these days, but she has finished now. That she'll take rest. Page number 68, ZZ. Fill in present perfect continuous tense. First one, it has been raining since Monday. Today is Saturday and it's still raining. Second one, I have been listening to the radio since 6 o'clock. It's now 7 and I'm still listening to it. Third one, what have you been doing since I last saw you? Fourth one, she went to the garden and has been sitting down since 4 o'clock. It's now 6 and she's still sitting there. Fifth one, 4 men have been playing cards since 2 o'clock. It's now 6 o'clock. It's now 6 o'clock. They are still playing. Page 68. AAA. Fill in past perfect tense. First one. Although he had never seen Guru before, he knew him at once. Second one. Since he had broken his leg as a boy, he did not like playing football. Third one. As soon as she had bought everything, she went home. Fourth one. When he had written the exam, he read it once again to see if there were any mistakes. Fifth one. He was given a medal because he had shown a great courage. Page 68. BBB. Fill in past perfect or past perfect continuous tense. First one. She had been talking for some time before she realized that her friend had left the room. Second one. The grass was brown because it had not rained for several months. Third one. His eyes ached because he had been reading without glasses. Fourth one. She had been learning English for several years, but she was not able to speak. Fifth one. I had walked for half an hour. I had walked for half an hour when it suddenly started to rain. Page number 69. Exercise CCC. All mixed together. Complete the conversations. First one. Did you go out last night? No, I stayed at home. What were you doing? I was watching TV. Will you be going out tomorrow night? Yes, I'm going to the cinema, or I'll be going to the cinema. Which film are you going to see? Or which film will you be seeing? I don't know. I have not decided yet. Second one. Are you on holiday here? Yes, we are. How long have you been here? We arrived yesterday. And how long will you be staying? Until the end of next week. And do you like it here? Yes, we are having a wonderful time. Third one. Oh, I've just remembered. Jyoti phoned when you were out. She always phones when I'm not here. Did she leave a message? No, but she wants you to phone her back as soon as possible. Okay, I'll phone her now. Do you know her number? It's in my address book. I'll get it for you. Fourth one. I'm going out with Sita and Shyam this evening. Do you want to come with us? Yes, where are you going? To the Janata Deluxe restaurant in North Street. Have you ever eaten there? Yes, I had been there 2 or 3 times. In fact, I went there last night. but I'd love to go again. Fifth one, I have lost my glasses again. Have you ever seen them? Or you can ask, did you see them? You were wearing them when I came in. Well, I'm not wearing them now. So where are they? Did you look in the kitchen? No. I will go and look now. The exercises are over. Page 76. At the end of the answers, a small quotation is there. It's also a beautiful one. Criticize the behavior, not the person. Thank you.